Okay, we're live!
Folks, we are live here. This is Nate Galper with partners Ha and Lucas Podvy. Folks, what do we think about today's game? We have Ashkelon versus sderot, the men versus the boys, David versus Goliath. The first face-off goes to Justin Tepper, and it goes back to their new LSM, Suserman. Suserman, number 12, bringing it up. Can he get it to his attackman cook? He does. Coming back off the field. Podvy, what do we think about this matchup today between Ashkelon and sderot?
You know, it'll be super interesting to see how Ashkelon responds after probably losing their best player in Ryan Fitzpatrick. After a great gap year here, got semester, he's heading back home to start preparing for a season with University of Massachusetts Amherst, so it'll be interesting to see how they respond.
And now with Max Snellenberg, the attackman of the week on the ball, passes up to Elon Schuster. Now, Elon is a San Diego native who has been craving to get the surf down here in Ashkelon. Podvy, how have the waves been looking actually the past week or two?
You know, I'm not a surfer myself, so I have been in the water. It's been very nice compared to the Jersey Shore, my home, but I'm sure they're great.
So, with the ball up to Elon, who fumbles it, tell me more about the Jersey Shore. During the summers versus winters, are we talking gym tan laundry or burgers for the boys?
You know, I don't usually go to, the Snooki Seaside Heights, Wildwood. I just tend to go about an hour from home to Sandy Hook. Just a day trip, not a big beach avid. Prefer Cape Cod, actually, but the water's cold full year round.
Water is cold full year round, but let me tell you here, this game is nothing but cold. It is hot with Coach Shetner coming down left alley looking for a feed. He passes across the crease, but Tufts commit Ben Friedman takes it behind the cage with a clearing position where they actually have no timer on, right? So tell us about the rules when clearing during college versus in the national game European League.
Yeah, so in high school, it's about you have to get 20 seconds over. And then in college, there's with the 80-second shot clock, as the ball goes out. With the 80-second shot clock, you have to get over by 60 seconds. And international, it's a much slower paced game where you have no clearing clock. So Ben could stand behind the goal, hypothetically, for a minute and nothing would happen.
Ken. Yalla Habibi. Well, personally, I'm not a fan of the slow-paced game. I find it a little bit boring for my taste. I'm more of a run and gun it. I love transition, but at the same time, I'm good with 6-on-6 offense, but I don't like to waste too much time getting around 4 or 5 times. What's your thoughts on the way that offense is played nowadays?
Yeah, it's much slower than I'm used to. I mean, my high school team did slow it down, and I haven't experienced the college shot clock yet. But as I like transition. But it's been an adjustment. But it's sometimes good when you have back-to-back games like sderot has today, where you can slow the game down.
With a goal from Max Snellenberg, the attackman of the week. Snellenberg is a natural righty, but he came up with a left-to-left split dodge, shooting at the bottom left corner against the Tufts Friedman. Now it's 1-0 underdog. Could you believe that they would get up first?
You know, I could believe it. You know, I think that sderot has something to prove after, being winless in their first 2 games in Ashkelon. You know, Riding High hasn't had that many close games besides, their last game after the first half where it was 1-1. So I think, they could catch maybe Ashkelon sleeping off the bat.
Totally. Now, I'm just looking at the players for sderot right now. I feel like the starting attack, the midfield has been on for quite a while. What do we think about the bench of sderot? How deep do we think they can go and still be effective?
I think they're pretty deep. I think they have some versatile middies who can play all different facets of the game. Jakob Silverlick, great D midi, but can also play O. And then you have Harrison Simbler, who's a great off-ball player. So I think they can be deep and versatile in many ways.
Love it. Let's see the play with Ashkelon on offense. Gets it to Lou Berg, down at X, up to Bo Shetner, who's against Kai Solomon, who's a Tufts commit. I actually coach Kai, and he's a great kid, and I can't wait to see how he progresses throughout this bubble. And of course, I'll be watching through his college career.
And, he is a very good cook. I enjoy having him as a roommate.
Oh, he's a great chef.
Great chef.
Did you know he has a television show for his high school about cooking? Maybe you didn't know that, but he does.
I did not, no.
And Alon, Nate, oh, great double team. Oh, Chuck can't pick up the ground ball. Always get two hands. Oh, and Snellenberg with a great play. Great play, Snellenberg. Oh, with the one more. Got to go top side on that, but it gets into the goal. Gabe makes it 2-0. Folks, we have a aim, fire, shoot. Gabe, all because of Max Snellenberg's hustle play with the one-handed scoop, bringing it back onside for sderot. Now, that was just phenomenal. Wow, and we got Matthew Flapin, a.k.a. Farmer, because he actually farms potatoes in his apartment. I've actually been out there. He does sweet potatoes, yams, and
He also does compost.
He also does compost, which means, if you don't know that, he actually poops in a bin and uses that poop to then make his new food. It's quite delicious if you take the equation of human feces out of it. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do in Israel. Now, Gabe, number 2, getting pushed out by Arik, the ex-bodybuilder who literally looks like he ate a rhino. Flapin going up to the left alley. Snellenberg, the attackman of the week, beats his first defender, draws the slide. Oh, great play, except couldn't get in on the left side of the net. Ben Friedman clearing it up. Captain of sderot, Yaakov Silberlicht, has great vocal presence on the field. We actually have him mic'd up, so you guys are going to be able to hear some of the commentary he's saying to his teammates as well as to his opponents. And Seth Mahler, the long pole, passes it to Luberg, but fumbles it. Shlomo couldn't get there in time. Now with Matthew Flapin bringing it up midfield. Oh, right in the gonads. Oh my God, shoot that. Oh, good idea. Push him out, push him out, push him out. Oh, Justin Tepper, the Stevenson product out of Baltimore. A part of that Baltimore-Ashkelon. Wow, part of that Baltimore-Ashkelon partnership, moves it up. Oh, great hustle play by Tepper. Gets it to Yaakov Suserman, who's playing long stick midfielder, normally a short stick defensive midfielder. Bo Chetner with the shot, and bang! First save for Dylan Teitelbaum. What a phenomenal product in goal.
And an amazing coordinator. Love having her in my apartment. She's a great cook, just as Kai. And you know what? She's killing it out here with the boys.
So as a coordinator, what are her coordinates?
She's a happy person. Great goalie, caring. And she's like a mom to us 5 boys in apartment 44.
I love the fact that you said that, but do you think she would like being called a mother or more of a sister role model?
A sister.
I'm just yanking your chain, Parker. This is great. Here on channel Shishim Vitesha, it's 2-0. Underdog sderot taking it to the house against Ashkelon with Nate Lapat moving it up quick to Shlomo. Can he draw and dump? He does. Underneath with a dive. Is that a goal? Goal is good. Referee Max, also known as Morty Silberlicht, says that the goal is good from Cookie, who has the crease dive. Phenomenal day. We have Yaakov Suserman coming up with the blue and white cleats. Now, Yaakov says he can bench 200 kilograms.
What?
Is, yeah.
No way.
No, folks, I'm just kidding.
That's like 400 pounds.
I know. He said 300
22?
kilograms.
Wow.
So, no. He actually eats broccoli for dessert every night, covered in couscous. It's pretty wild, but I've actually done some tests on him. He poops spinach. That's how well his digestive tract is going here today. Yaakov,
Tell his mom he says hi.
Yaakov wanted us to give his mother a shout out and said, I can either be a good player or a good person. And I said, not both, choose one. But he refused to choose one. So today, he's going to be both a great player and a great person. Thank you to Miss Suserman for being a great mother. If only I could have you as a mother. I'm kidding, mother. I love you. You were great. Rachel Galper, that's a shout out for you. As we have a man up for Ashkelon. We have it up top with Evan, down to Nate, looking for the shot. DT backs it up. We got some commentary. We have about 7,492 fans in attendance today here in the Ashkelon Stadium. They've been quite quiet today just because of the underdog performance.
And it's also, Aroma is closed at the mall, so they couldn't get their coffee this morning.
Totally. Now Coach Chetner coming up the field. The lefty phenom moves it up, makes the easy pass to Harrison Simbler. Back up to Chetner. Chetner has these shorts that I believe are a beer brand, Natural Light. And he moves it up, and they slow it down. Coach Jakob Silverlicht with the ball, puts it in his right hand to Snellenberg to Gabe. And it's a fumble, and it's going to be change of possession. Cook pushes it. Oh, I love the aggressiveness. I love the aggressiveness by number 4, also known as Arbach. Nate Lapat with the fake. Oh my God, the one-handed banger by Chuck Ratner. That was phenomenal. High fives all around. What do we think about Chuck Ratner's performance so far?
He's been pretty impressive. That was a nice goal there. He's made some good plays on both sides of the field. And look forward to the rest of the game.
Harrison seems to have some fans here. He also has an OnlyFans page. It's only 15 shekels to be a part of that. So if you guys want, hop on that and look for SimblerRocks.com. It's a great channel. I'm a huge follower and support of the content creator sphere. The BU product, Harry Friedman. He gets the clamp but misses the shovel pass, and actually not a big fan of how he says, quote unquote, come on to his Israeli teammates. Granted, we have Friedman versus Friedman. Ben Friedman, the goalie for Ashkelon, against the face-off man for sderot, Harry Friedman. I think the reason Harry is so upset is because he really wants to take it to his older brother. The one-handed pass. Harrison Simbler. Out in the bubble, we call him the nasty squirrel. Not because of his taste, but because of the way he eats hummus. It's quite ravenous. Podby, what do you think about the food lately here in Ashkelon?
As being in the apartments, it's been great learning how to adult. Love the fresh hummus, pita.
Fresh hummus? Where are you getting fresh hummus?
That's the secret for the apartments. Integrating great falafel is this little place that they already know us by now. They know us as the Americans because we always ask for anglit. And
what does anglit mean for all our viewers?
English. Really haven't found a great shorter place yet. We're still looking for that, but I love Israeli cuisine. It is the same in the States, even as much as you try. So I've been really enjoying it. My taste buds have been very happy.
Good.
I was gonna say, can you tell me your toppings for the hummus? What do you like on your hummus? You don't know, Nate?
I'm plain.
Well,
I'm plain.
I'm a big fan of salty cuisine with a great stick from Matthew Flapin. So I was told by a native Israeli to really spice up your salt. You just put a pinch of urine in there, and it really makes the whole thing come together. Sometimes if it's a little too dry, you just need to spice it up. So that's a great product. You can buy bottles of it at Shishim Vatesha supermarket. Now with Shlomo coming down the right alley, eyes up with the shot, 5-hole. Bang! Phenomenal shot by Shlomo. And at the scores table, I believe we have Lazer and Ashton. Steim. Oh, we have a great wing matchup here. We have the captain of the national team, Jakob Silverlicht, against an absolute beast of a man, mostly because of his facial hair. He shaves, and literally within 45 seconds, he already has 5 o'clock shadow, and that is Jakob Suserman. It's phenomenal. He actually spreads his facial hair off to his teammates because they need to glue some of that on for the manliness. And he moves it up. Snellenberg, bang! Phenomenal shot by number 64, attackman of the week. I love this product. Out of where? New Jersey?
It's a great question. I don't know. I do know he's a junior in high school. I did ask him yesterday at practice because I was impressed with his poise and presence, and I was wondering, I know he's not in college. What year must he be? I think we're excited to see what he does in the future, as he is 2 years younger than me and probably has more goals than I do. So, really interested to see what he does.
Snellenberg has this poise of, he reminds me of the snake in Jungle Book. Trying to kind of lull his defenders to sleep, and then at the last moment pounce on them. It looks as if he's moving in slow motion because he's just like Baloo the bear, but in reality he's just choosing when to use his energy and when to conserve it. Snellenberg is my favorite product here on the sderot team. What I would like to see from him with a shot from Alon Schuster is I'd like to see Snellenberg with a little bit more vocal camaraderie and leadership on his team. I think he has the skills for it, but if he can then bring it together with all of the dialogue to bring together
Okay, sorry to cut you off. End of the quarter.
Yeah, our camera.
See you next. Yeah, we're back.
And we are back here at the start of the second quarter. 3-3, Ashkelon versus sderot. On the wing, we have Suserman versus, oh my God, with the ball, Hodgeby. Oh, and Hodgeby misses it, but that's okay because the flag is down, and now we're going to have a 6-on-5. Harry Friedman, the BU product, taking the hit. Coach Shetner with the special box helmet due to the fact that his eyes seemingly pop out every time he takes a step. So there's a controlled cerebral cortex figuration in there to make sure that Shetner's eyes stay in his sockets.
That was a very far out shot for such a good high caliber goalie as Ben. A 6-on-5. I don't really know if you want a shot from about 10, 12 yards out. I know I would hope that I wouldn't take it in the game, but with the adrenaline pumping, sometimes you make some decisions that in the end you would probably not take.
Agreed. Seth Mahler, normally the attackman playing long stick this bubble. Learning defense on the fly, and he gets it to Gabe, and now it's a boom, what a save. Snellenberg get the ground ball, and he does. He gets low, two hands. No, it's still a scrap. Who can get that offensive rebound? And it's back to Friedman. So for all the viewers at home, when someone says see the box, that means look at the substitution box, which is actually on the far side of the field relative to us. And it means that a player is normally subbing on for someone else with a shot. Sidearm to high on Dylan Teitelbaum. Evan with the celebration. Evan's shorts are shorter than normal today, but I think he's really trying to get that Ashkelon sun right back onto those thighs.
As many of you are probably watching, on the East Coast with maybe a foot to 2 feet of snow here, we're enjoying some nice weather. We had like 14 straight days of sun. Last 2 days have been a little bit rainy, but the next 5 days are looking pretty nice, 70s and sunny. Perfect beach and hiking weather.
Perfect. We got Coach Matt Flapin against Charlie Ratner. Flapin actually comes in at 6'7", 225. You can see how small his jersey is. He actually, he had when he was younger a surgery that actually shimmed his knees down because he was coming out about 6'11". He was a 30-pound baby, which was quite phenomenal. And his skull actually alone weighed 20 pounds. So a 20-pound head, which is why he's so cerebral on the field. Let's see what that compost does to him. Up to Coach Yakov, the captain who actually spent years in the IDF, even though he was not a native Israeli-born citizen, but came immigrated. Flapin with the bounce shot on the left wing. Bang! Wow. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. Everyone high fives, and Harrison Simbler comes back to the right wing to try and get this face off.
Self-assisted.
Self-assisted. Now, I'm not sure how, but Nate Lapat's thighs are so large, they look like cannons could pop out of them at any moment. What do you think his regimen is to get legs like that?
You know, I think he enjoys leg day.
Yeah.
Doesn't skip them. You know, a lot of people tend to skip leg day because it's harder.
Totally.
You know, you tend to be more sore, but I think he, enjoys the grind.
Yeah, there's a rumor going around the bubble that they're implants. He actually has a scheduled X-ray so that the media can make sure that they're not, just so they're not any performance-enhancing prosthetics in there. Coach Yakov making the offense work a little bit. Down to Snellenberg at X. Again, my favorite product. Up to Gabe. Moves it to Flapin. Up to Simbler. Simbler looks around. Back to Coach Yakov. He draws. Snellenberg. Oh, with a... Oh, rebound. Bang. Good hit by number 14. Sammy, can he stay in? Simbler with the shot and saved by Friedman. Phenomenal. Oh, and we got a scuffle. Seth Mahler versus Yakov. There's some history behind there. And we have a player down. Ben Friedman on the floor. And he looks like he's okay. Maybe a rolled ankle. Okay, luckily goalie is okay.
We saw on that man up that sderot, I think, moved the ball a little bit better. Maybe they settled from still some long distance shots, especially on a good goalie. But ball movement was much better on that man up.
Ken. Nate Lapat with the jumping pass up to Tepper. Tepper coming down for a fast break. Can he take it himself? And he does, but DT with the stuff. Absolute stuffing. Thanksgiving comes again in December. Poppy, what's your favorite Thanksgiving little delicatessen?
My mom's world famous pumpkin bread.
Really?
Awesome. Love it.
Chetner with the shot from past Yakov. Absolutely phenomenal. Shoots it over the shoulder of his defender up to the top left corner. Ben Friedman throwing the ball up a little flustered, probably because of that past hit, but that was phenomenal. Chetner is actually a Canadian product, went to the Hill Academy for high school under Coach Brody Merrill, and we're seeing some of his box skill set come onto the field play today. So tell me how that pumpkin bread is made, Lucas.
It's my uncle's second grade teacher's recipe. We still have that old parchment paper recipe.
Your
where
uncle's second grade teacher.
Yes,
So
yes,
this recipe-
that is the legend, and I don't know how to make it, but my mom makes it, and it's delicious. She sent me it at college. It was one of the best package I received all semester, and I ate that thing up in 3 days.
And where did your uncle go to elementary school?
It's a great question. I don't know. I know where he went to high school, but I haven't really.
What state did he go to high school?
They both grew up in New Jersey. They lived
Jersey.
in Caldwell, New Jersey, and then Verona. They went to high school at Montclair Kimberly Academy, my high school rival. So a little bit of tension sometimes, when the high schools play each other. So
Love it. Zach, the other Canadian product. Zach actually is the only player with the green shorts he decided to go for today. And they look absolutely, as we say, swaggy. Zach, the Canadian product, I believe is out of Toronto.
He is, yes.
Phenomenal player. What's it like living with Zach?
Oh, it's awesome. We like to make fun of his Canadian accent a little bit, even though we all love it. He just finished his first semester at Trader School. So we congratulated him last night, and I think now he's focused and ready to attack the game.
For the bubble. Now, I hear Zach is actually working to be a radiologist. Is that true?
Radiologist is not the correct term, but it's to work with radioactivity, detecting it, and kind of how to deal with it, kind of not on a Chernobyl type sense, but just dealing with radioactive material.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy guacamole, humas, bubas. Folks, we're here. Hodgeby, great play. Oh, can Hodgeby stay up? Eyes up. Oh, but Hodgeby again loses it, even though Hodgeby has been absolutely phenomenal Israeli. One of the best, if not the best Israeli in this bubble. I think Hodgeby's grit and determination has been phenomenal. We have a goal by, who was that? Lou Berg? Yeah, that was Lou Berg. with a great shot. Again, Orhan Hajbi is a phenomenal product on the field here at midfield. Native Israeli. He actually is coming from a mother who makes the best jacqueline
Jacqueline.
south of the border.
Noon. Timeout?
Yep.
All right, stop the camera. We'll be back. All right, you're on. We're back after the timeout.
Big game here.
From Camp Kef. We got
Camp Kef.
Flape, number 3.
We got referee Ryan Wallace with the stance of the century with Snellenberg. Can he? Oh my God! Shot. Oh, what a
Nice
save!
save.
Snellenberg with a phenomenal single attack play. Can he get the rebound too? Oh, and Itai, the Israeli product, the lefty, pulls it out. Israeli on Israeli. Itai is one of my favorite Israeli boys. He might not be tall, but it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. Gabe coming around left.
And we can both say that as we are both 5'7" on a good day. So
Correct. Actually, on a good day, I'm 5'11". On a bad, I'm 5'3". It all depends on how the sunlight hits me at that time of day. Coach Chetner.
for my roster, I did list myself as 5'7". So.
Good pick, Itai.
Nice
Look
look.
inside. Oh, Simbler with the goal. Phenomenal look by Coach Chetner, number 18. Simbler, the midfielder, has been a phenomenal off-ball product during this bubble. How do we think his off-ball play is helping sderot?
It's helped him a lot, playing. We've only, Hertzley has only played them once. We see him later today. But, it's an emphasis in the huddle to make sure that off-ball players, he's a little pesky rat there. You always got to have, you always got to have an eye on him, because if you don't, like that, he'll score.
And Coach Flapin, talking to the camera here, he actually only speaks Arabic, so we actually have a translator at all time, but for some reason the translator is actually only a sign language translator, so it's going from Arabic to sign language to English, and Friedman runs into the referee Ryan Wallace but gets it to his attackman Shetner.
To harp on our earlier point, it is very interesting. Ashkelon, in all 3 games this year, have never allowed more than 6 goals, and we're not even at halftime. And sderot has scored 6 goals. So let me ask you a question this time. Do you think that Ashkelon is really missing Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Personally, I think they're missing him on a mental scale, on a mental note. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick is great, but next guy up is not bad. And I think they're more morally defeated by having one of their players that they know is good, mostly because he is going to a great college, playing Division I. So not having the safety net of him is difficult on the note of team morale. But in terms of team play, I think they shouldn't make an excuse out of it, but that's just me. Gabe against Coach Arik. Coach Arik, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Coach Yago goes to his left to Flapin, who brings it around right. Can he shoot? Oh my God, absolute bouncer. Snellenberg with the quick stick from Gabe. Snellenberg not only an absolute beast on the ball, also off the ball, and I love how he picks up these trash goals right in the middle. Unlike that was a great one, but he's been around for a lot of GBs, and I've been very appreciative of it, even though I'm not his teammate.
And I think that's a hat trick for him, isn't that, in the first half?
That might be. You know what we call hat trick in Hebrew?
What?
Chumas beitzim beitzim beitzim. It means the riding hamster wins all wheels. It's a crazy, you know how some things just don't translate. Friedman passes out to Zach, the Toronto product. Zach's a D midi, but I actually want to say, play some offensive midi. He has great talent.
Oh no! Sorry
we have
about
some
that.
Technical difficulties. our camera operator came in drunk to work, so she might be fired after
You know what?
this.
This is our time to practice some radio. So we have Chet. He's coming over the left wing side. He's got a nice dodge. He rolls back, passes to Zach. Zach's on the wing.
You know, I've been told I have a radio voice, mostly.
All right, well, here we got Nate here. Doing a little spin around until I figure out this
And that's a little bit of a turnover here.
Oh, Snellenberg.
Shoot.
Ashkelon's now got the ball. Ben has it behind the net, chilling. Like just as we were mentioning earlier, no clearing clock, taking his time.
Exactly.
All right, we're back. Didn't miss much.
Yep. The beauty of slow international lacrosse just stayed. Ashkelon still cleared. Nice ride from sderot. Oh, and we'll be back.
Gives me a chance to time out. And we're back
And we are back
after the timeout.
Chuck Radner coming at the lefty. Yakov with the absolute cannon of a check. Comes up with the right hand, one-handed. Can he push transition? Is he going to get it to Coach Chetner, who drops the ball? It's okay, but the ground ball is still in front. Chetner in between the legs of Coach Yakov. It wouldn't have been an issue, but Coach Yakov's bait seam are bigger than Kunkin. And Nate Lapat bringing it up. Zach Jury plays good D. With the check. Lapat comes up and gets the goal. Lapat coming up in transition. Not taking no for an answer. And the fans are absolutely going wild. It's as if an Ariana Grande concert has just popped up.
You know, as we saw there, I think a common mistake. You know what? We're gonna go to
Another
halftime.
halftime.
Camera battery.
We're back after half.
It is 7-6 sderot. We have Nate Galper running back from a little bathroom break. Avery wins the ball back. Nice hustle from Justin. A little push in the back though.
No. You can bring one up though.
Give Chris Pop up to Etai. Nate is rocking a beautiful bucket hat today, and I think that's really slowed him down getting up here to the announcing booth. But we have Elon, just like the college, passing it to Farmer. He's got Jake on him, new LSM. Back to Snelly behind. Great beach volleyball player, but a nice check from Sammy. And that's a little wide.
Good try. Good take. Shelly. Sammy, Rishon.
Big Chet, Seth Garden. Down the alley. Nice shot wide.
We got some more helpers coming up. Here we go, Abby.
Not only do we support our fellow players by announcing, but we risk our lives coming up to the announcing booth. You know, I was wearing Birkenstocks today, and I was a little nervous, you know, about climbing. I did cut my finger climbing a fence this summer, so but you know what? I persevered, and we're here. Give Elon down the alley. Dolev on him. Feeds the inside. Gabe couldn't finish. A nice long possession here for sderot. Probably looking to have long possessions in the offensive end, as Ashkelon is very dangerous in transition and had a big 2-goal swing there at the end of the first half.
Everything you say is on camera.
Sorry.
No,
Shot
it's okay.
wide from Gabe.
We got Abby
We have
Soller
the
up
man,
here.
the myth, the legend, the guy who has